And it is 6 o'clock. Good evening, everyone. I'm Jeff Gianola.
And I'm Jennifer Hoff. As you can imagine, emotions just running high inside and outside of a Multnomah County courtroom today as the man there accused of killing two men who stepped in to help two girls on the max he's accused of berating. And in a surprise move, the man who survived the attack actually sat in the courtroom for the arraignment.
We begin with our Chris Holmstrom, who is inside the courtroom. He joins us with what happened. Chris?
Yeah, Jeff and Jennifer, it was a quick appearance, but as you mentioned, definitely an intense one. Jeremy Christian walked into the courtroom, definitely seeming like he was angry and also started screaming words, hateful words. But as you mentioned, also in the courtroom was Micah Fletcher. He is the surviving victim from the attack, and he was joined by his family. He was very quiet during the session, but appeared to be processing the whole situation, especially since this is his first contact with Christian since he was brutally attacked Friday evening. Now, typically during these arraignments or first court appearances, the suspects don't say much, but that was not the case with Christian. Here's more of what he said in court.
Free speech or die, Portland. You got no safe place. This is America. Get out if you don't like free speech. Death to the enemies of America. Leave this country if you hate our freedoms. Death to Antifa.
And we also got a hold of court documents that give us some insight as to what happened Friday night. They say right before the attack, Christian was yelling racist remarks, also threatened to decapitate people. The documents also say that surveillance and cell phone video shows him cutting the three victims with a knife. They also go more into detail about what happened after he was arrested. We'll have much more on those court documents coming up tonight on KOIN 6 News at 11. Reporting live from downtown Portland, I'm Chris Holmstrom for KOIN 6 News.
Chris, thank you. And there was a spillover crowd at today's court appearance as well. Dozens of people gathered outside in the hallway, and their reaction even put the courtroom there on lockdown. Our Cole Miller has reaction.
Yeah, you heard Chris talking about those exact outbursts, and as you can imagine, they did not sit well with the crowd waiting outside. Take a listen now to what was said. Now, I also want to make mention of another man, this guy right here who was at the courthouse. From what it sounds like, he's either a friend or a supporter of Christian, and needless to say, he heard it from that group that was waiting outside. Now, we saw people in that crowd from organizations such as Don't Shoot PDX and Portland's Resistance. Even after Christian made that brief appearance and then left, a lot of those folks stuck around. They left shortly after. And back here, we did make an effort to speak to friends of the victims of that stabbing. They did not want to speak on camera. Understandably, this has to be an incredibly tough day. In downtown Portland, Cole Miller, KOIN 6 News.